The more rules, the harder it is to innovate. Xiefeng. February 21, 2025. Under Elon Musk's leadership, the U.S. Government Efficiency Department has shaken up the once rigid and formidable federal government agencies. Bureaucrats, particularly those with tainted records in positions of power, are seething with resentment and have launched a fierce counterattack against Musk's team. Yet, the Government Efficiency Department continues to operate steadily, seemingly impervious to these retaliations. Who is right and who is wrong? Who will emerge victorious? These are not our concerns. Instead, let's focus on the core team of the Government Efficiency Department. Surprisingly, it consists of 6 young men, the youngest only 19, the oldest 25, with an average age of just 22.3 years. Under Musk's leadership, these inexperienced young men have thrown most U.S. federal agencies into chaos, capturing global attention and striking fear into bureaucratic and corrupt government institutions worldwide. What if, one day, a few audacious young individuals, leveraging AI from thousands of miles away, launched a surgical strike against bureaucratic corruption? How would those in power possibly defend themselves? Now we arrive at the key point of our discussion. The Government Efficiency Department achieved such an unprecedented feat precisely because its members were so young and unbound by rules. Those well-versed in laws and regulations, no matter how courageous, would never dare to confront the interests of those in power and financial elites with such fearless and indiscriminate boldness. Here's an intriguing revelation: the less one understands the rules, the more easily they can innovate. Conversely, the more one understands the rules, the more likely they are to adhere to convention. By extending this insight, we can uncover even deeper truths. If you want to innovate and break through barriers, the words of the elderly should not always be followed, for they are often bound by too many rules. The words of leaders should not be blindly followed, for they are often constrained by too many rules. The words of legal experts should not be followed blindly, for they are experts in too many regulations. The words of religious leaders should be questioned, for they are steeped in too many doctrines. The words of historians should not be relied on too much, for they are burdened by too many cautionary tales. The advice of worldly relatives should not be given too much weight, for it may discourage you from taking risks and forging new paths. The words of eloquent speakers and writers should be taken with skepticism, for they are often filled with empty rhetoric. The words of the sick and the failed should not be heeded too closely, for failure begets failure. A duck's egg will never hatch into a phoenix. From the perspective of the holographic order, Hundun, principle, all rules and laws are only applicable to their specific time and space. If everything is executed strictly according to existing rules and laws, there will never be new horizons or breakthroughs. Laws have no fixed form, nor do structures. Different times and spaces require different rules and laws. When it comes to human life, there are 64 ways to live, and when these 64 ways intersect, they do not merely result in 84,000 paths, they expand into 840 million possibilities to the nth power. The ways of our ancestors are but a mere drop in the ocean of infinite possibilities. If you are living happily, joyfully, freely, and blissfully, then cherish and uphold the current rules and laws. If you are living in distress, suffering, pain, and sorrow, damn it, try a different way of living. Open the windows, and the sunlight and breeze will stream in. Cast your gaze around, and you will see the distant mountains fresh and green. Stay and study in Lifechanyuan, and a new life will begin. Here, spirituality transcends the ordinary. When spirituality transcends the ordinary, you are free to roam heaven and earth.